Okay, so today it's Saturday, no rest for us. On invited us to speak on a panel about innovation mindset. Let's see what today brings. Let's go! Let's go! So shout out to On for setting me up with these sick ass shoes. Come on. Now at the On HQ here in Zurich. So here we're gonna have the panel in the Earth lobby. Pretty hyped. You see already the event setup. I mean, it seems pretty fucking huge. So let's check it out. Sound check is done. Half an hour, then we're live.
Yeah, I'm looking forward for the panel talk. Let's see what Nicolas is going to say.
Game plan is to listen very carefully to the question so that I don't mess it up in a way that I say something super unrelated. But fashion is still this mass market concept where it says like, okay, let's produce as many garments as cheaply as possible. And there's obviously quite the overproduction that comes with it. So there's a gigantic gap in where we are right now and where we can go. So yeah, that's why we work in manufacturing, in fashion, because there's just so much more potential to change and innovate in that very space.
The success of this innovation, at least from a long-term perspective, I would measure by the impact that it has generated. So not only the economic impact, but also social and environmental impact. That's how we measure the success of what we are working on right now.
I think Europe is in a very exciting stage where all these regulations are, on one side, scary, in a very scary way, hitting us more at the same time. But on the other side, the fashion industry has been very highly unregulated, actually. And again, coming from experience in automotive, where there's just so much liability for the products you create, we never had the same in fashion.
I think collaboration in the sense of working also with the competitors is really an important point for us. And we are now also in consortiums where it's actually the same thing, right? Yeah. So they are all of our competitors in the same consortium talking to the big brands, and we need to share information which are really sensitive.
And we really try to have kind of the digital assets in place to know, okay, what is going on in this value chain, how can we streamline everything for the entire year of business to be more efficient and really provide a better platform to make business. What came first? Purely the idea of creating the process for the shoe, right? Or the performance aspect, because the Lightspray shoe is so damn light, so it works so well as a high performance shoe as well.
It actually came through a, let's say, process innovation of spraying a filament and a material which we then soon realized can be applied for the upper of the shoe. So yes, there was sort of like a first innovation in place that we then applied on the shoe on a last and sprayed the shoe, and soon realized that this could actually work. And then of course since then we have been focused on creating a product that performs at the world-class level. Yeah.
Panel talk is done. Very nice. Quick conversation with the director of Lightspray right after. Mike, you in the audience, how was it?
I really enjoyed it. Good conversations. Everyone got to talk enough.
Sometimes the questions were quite complex, not like too direct, so it was quite open. I tried my best answering this stuff, but I think all in all, quite a success.
That was the first real panel talk, right?
Yeah.
What would you give yourself as advice for the next panel talks?
What should I do differently?
Well, you were compact. That's very good. I feel like very important to keep it short but direct. Yeah. Like there was one question like with speed where I got a little confused in the story, but the other answers were really good. So I think always keeping it grounded and rather shorter is always better.
No, I would agree. Because like out of the complex question, I then during answering the question remembered like, shit, I need to take another corner as well. So then it suddenly gets a bit long and confusing. Okay, so here you see the Lightspray shoe. That's all the magic we're here for. The entire Lightspray technology is kind of the upper, where they have this 1.5 kilometers of glue that goes round and round. So kind of the robot just makes this motion and kind of closes the gap. And it's super light. It's crazy.
They said they're making about 200 shoes a day. With only a few robots, so that's pretty impressive already in itself. We'll try them out later.
Yeah.
Time to try them on. On. What do you want me to say? On.
No, they're so light, they feel like second skin. Just really bouncy. One to 10, how far in sustainability we are?
I thought that was actually a great start to the conversation, because I think the second question was asking about what it needs to get there to the possible, and I think you all aligned on collaboration.
Yeah.
And then at the end was also like, what do you wish for? Also, I agree with that one, regulation, because of course you need awareness like in society, but it often comes with regulation, where corporations are forced to comply instead of us hoping that they do the right thing.
No, 100%, like regulation is part of it, but nevertheless I think it's super inspiring to see like companies like On coming up with more sustainable solutions. Actually what I think was interesting is that they invited 2 startups and 2 of their own like innovation department in that sense, and them having more of the perspective of innovating within a large organization, a larger company that is betting quite a good amount of money on this Lightspray technology, and us being a startup company operating with much smaller budget but still getting a hell of shit done. Like I feel like that's a super interesting conversation that we had there as well, of maybe sometimes too many resources make it also more difficult to innovate. I'm super grateful to see On as this leading Swiss innovation company recognizing us as being one of these highly promising startups.
I mean, as you mentioned, even a big corporation like On, though I think one of the interesting things is the director of Lightspray is a startup founder.
Yeah.
So to get that innovation, you need that startup mentality. You also mentioned they try to work with a tight budget. They try to keep that mentality like it's an own company in itself.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be super exciting to see what they do with it, honestly. Let's see how many factories they're going to build up with these robots.
You always got to start somewhere.
Yeah, you start somewhere, but honestly, I mean, the shoe was super good. I was hyped to run. Catch you on the next one.
Where we going, Nicolas?
Portugal. Tomorrow, 6 a.m., you know the drill. A lot of stuff to be figured out in the factories. 2 new factories, final onboarding. Then a new denim factory and sock factory. It's a good one. Yo, Mike.
No,